Hey everybody, it's the final episode of season 1 of the Legionnaires.
Yeah.
Corey, what's up?
Yes. What up? How's it
So,
going?
good, going good. So, we hadn't really discussed this at all before right this minute.
No.
So,
Yep.
I watched it last night and then you had to work all day. And so I guess we'll start with everybody. This is full spoilers. If you haven't watched any Legionnaires episodes before, we're going to talk about the eighth episode, but there may be stuff that we're talking about from previous episodes. We may talk about the comics also a bit. So I just want to throw all of that out there before we start. So, what do you think?
I thought it was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I felt like as I sat there and went back and forth on if I had any complaints or gripes about it, ultimately, I think they did as good as they could.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When the credits rolled, and especially when they started jamming some T Rex,
Yeah. The music, the
perfect.
whole season has been awesome.
Right.
Especially, I mean, the Radiohead part. I don't know, a lot of stuff that I don't know. I'm into it. The music has been on point. The Jane's Addiction part in like that was the first episode or
Yep.
the music's been the soundtrack's been phenomenal.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. And they could have kind of went down, the whole thing has a 60s and 70s aesthetic to it, and they could
Yeah.
have just stayed with that music as well. So I'm glad that they had contemporary stuff in there. It was like whatever kind of fit the scene at the time. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They went with whatever was best for that moment. So I really liked it.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess let's break it down a little bit. The obviously Farouk escapes.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, so they didn't quote unquote defeat him at
No.
the end of it.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
was it was cool. At the ending of episode 7, they're basically surrounded by Division 3 and the guy whose name I forget, who's burnt now. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, it was cool that this started with David just being like, "Nope."
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. No.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah. I love it, especially without the Shadow King, and not the evil side, just seeing his power on
right.
his own. Like, it's cool seeing that he has control over it now. He's finally figuring shit out.
Yeah, totally. And it was clear the last time he went after Division 3 when the Shadow King was in charge, it was like straight up murder. It was
Oh yeah.
burly stuff happening. Like David
Yeah.
didn't murder anybody,
No.
but he immediately shut down the situation.
Yeah.
Boom, I'm in control here, sort of thing. So
For
yeah, it was
sure.
cool. Definitely cool. Also fun. The burnt guy. Do you remember his name?
No.
So
I don't even know
obviously
if they really said his name.
I think they did, but obviously his eye was a camera feeding stuff back
Yeah.
to the home base, and it
What
was
was it
cool.
his eye? I guess I didn't. I thought maybe it was coming from the cane, but yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, the
Yeah, I
eye.
think it was the burn
Yeah.
eye. Like when they must have put that in there when he was, having his operations or whatever.
Yeah.
So, it was cool. I like the little opening montage of him kind of recovering from the pool,
Yeah.
and then I also liked the scene where they tried to give him the desk job, and he was like, "Nope,
Yeah. It's okay
no."
as long as you can get a desk that comes with me.
Right?
Going
Yeah,
out there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So it was cool. Basically, he was the pitcher saying, "Coach, you're not taking me out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this," and so the coach was okay with that. And then I also liked that basically the Division 3 head honchos were ready to drop a nuke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what was going on that whole time, which would be the situation
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
if we're talking reality with
When you're
mutants in
going
it and
against
whatnot.
David. Yeah.
Yeah, so in fact, that is kind of my only, I don't know, minor plot, I guess, complaint is that once the Shadow King was out and basically took the burnt guy through his ass, like that was enough. Like then Dave was like, "Okay, we're working together now, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're working together." Like I just thought that transformation from Division 3 happened, real fast.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have, in that case, dropped a nuke regardless of
Right.
whether the Shadow King's there or not. They hated Melanie and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. But
So
I,
I've been babbling. What you got any key points?
they do. I mean, it seems like if the Shadow King's out and as powerful as David, I mean, they are gonna need. They're not gonna be able to take him out alone. I
You
mean,
got it. That's it right there. I didn't even think about that. Right.
there's no way.
They
I
need
mean,
him.
yeah, he's the only one, and that's on that level.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was great the watching Lenny disintegrating and talking to Sid, saying, "Look, you're not. If I'm going down, David's going with me
Right.
unless you get me out of here." I thought that was cool, and it was kind of clear that was going to happen.
Yep.
Like he was entwined enough in David. He'd been with him since he was a baby that he wasn't going to let him go. If
Yeah.
they could have killed him, but it would have also taken out David, and Sid saw that, and
Yep. And so she was smart enough to get him into her
yeah,
instead.
smart enough. I mean, selfish enough,
Sure.
or cured. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe not the best
Selfish.
idea for humanity.
Correct.
I mean, but
Correct.
as far as saving his life, that was the move to make.
Yeah. That was really cool because earlier in the show, she was having that conversation with David, and basically saying, we need to save you. And David's response was, no, this isn't about me. And
Yeah.
so cool that her love for him made her, like you say, selfish, make that call that isn't good for humanity or whatnot,
Yeah.
but good for David. So
Yeah.
yeah, really cool. The other point, well, we're on the topic of love. Really super awesome that Melanie's, is it Melanie?
The lady, the old
Yeah,
lady. Yeah.
that her husband like goes, Melanie, and
Yeah.
then got hit with
Yeah.
Farouk. Like he
Yeah.
recognized it like right
Right.
that
Right
1 minute.
before,
Hold
for
up,
sure.
my
Yeah.
dog's outside freaking out, and we got mountain lions in the neighborhood. Hold on 1 second. He's still alive. Walking around the house panting heavily now, so who knows what he saw out there. But anyways, yeah, super cool that he recognized her at the last minute. It was cool that she had basically played it up the whole time. She didn't, that I guess she kind of cracked a little bit and was like, "Your wife?" When he's like, "You remind me of someone."
Yeah.
And
No, no, that's not it.
yeah, when he said no, that's not it. That then she was cool, or she wasn't cool, but she played it off at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Um, Also funny that uh, Lenny was Asian at the end in the car with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was pretty hilarious.
For sure. Yeah. Well,
So yeah, definitely. A good ending is as good as it could be.
weird in the end, with Lenny being separate from him. Not in David's mind anymore, right? I mean,
You'd assume, unless there's a piece or whatnot.
it's Shadow King just making her. Or,
I assumed so. Yes. Like I say, and again, in Asian form.
yeah,
So that's what because that guy remembered his wife being Asian to begin with, so trying to intertwine himself into his memories,
yeah,
so to speak. So
yeah,
cool, pretty cool. I wonder, they didn't really go into his powers. It seems like he created the ice house and stuff to
yeah.
keep himself safe, so he does have some type of mutant powers.
Well,
And
from the scene that you didn't like, the chalkboard scene, he obviously had a big telepathic battle with Xavier.
Farouk,
Farouk, yeah.
I'm talking about Melanie's husband.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, does he even have powers? I mean,
Yeah, I think he does because when he was in hiding, he created the safe spot for himself. He did all that. You know what I mean? So I think he's
yeah,
got some kind of mind powers for sure. And to be honest, I was watching this whole season for what Melanie's powers are, and I don't think she has any. I think that her husband had the powers, and that's how she got wrapped up in the whole deal.
yeah.
You know?
If she does have any, they definitely haven't shown them yet.
Right,
But
right. So I think she's just the brains of the operation, and her motivation has always been, because of her husband, she met all these other people or whatnot.
yeah,
But yeah, it's cool. There's so many different ways that they could go with it. Farouk could come right back for David, or
yeah.
all that other stuff. So it's
Well, what
finally
about the after the credits
right,
scene?
right. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is yeah, what the
Oh,
fuck?
real.
Do you know from comics? Do you know what the heck that might be?
I have no
No.
idea. Yeah, that's.
So I'm hoping aliens. Bring
Yeah.
them.
I don't think it's aliens,
No,
but I mean, it could be.
I mean
But
it has to be something so powerful that it can trap David and not
yeah,
Farouk. If not aliens, maybe his dad. Maybe
yeah,
you know
maybe. Who
that'd be
knows?
cool too.
Yeah. I'm surprised they weren't more sketched out. Like, oh, is this one of his toys? I'd be like, I mean,
Yeah, I'd be pushing that thing away the second I saw it. Yeah,
yeah, but, but yeah, it's
totally.
but really great. Yeah, it was cool watching the transformation from the Shadow King went into the Asian girl counterpart to the old dude.
Right.
Yeah, watching him travel between bodies
Yeah.
and
Right.
then take off.
Yeah. Once he was in Sid, he didn't. He could pretty much do whatever he wanted at that point. All he had to do was touch people.
Yeah,
I'm clear that he was pretty powerful. I thought he killed Melanie.
yeah,
You know what I mean
yeah,
at that point, and yeah. So yeah, it was cool. It
yeah.
was
So
great.
nobody really died. Just, I mean, who died? The one curly haired, the eye dude, and the wrist flippy guy.
Wrist
That-
flippy guy.
yeah, with his fancy
Oh
flip.
yes. Did he die? Because they carried him back to base, and then we just didn't see him this episode. Like they were carrying him back on a stretcher.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess they never really said that he died.
Right.
I kind of felt like in that one scene when they set the stretcher down, like that it was that he might have died at that point.
Sure.
Like when they were walking back to the base and they kind of set it down and acted like it wasn't so urgent anymore in the last episode
Right.
that that he might have been gone. But
Yeah, I don't think it was really 100% clear though.
yeah, but,
Yeah. But yeah, a great show. We'll definitely do this again for season 2.
yeah,
Right,
can't wait.
Legionnaires season 2. I'm thinking that I've had a lot of fun making these short videos with you about these. I
Yeah,
think we need to absolutely do Game of Thrones from here on out.
yeah, and not The Walking Dead at this point. Did you watch the last one?
Yes. Let's end the Legionnaires and then we can keep talking. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's a
Yeah,
great show. We'll see you again
thanks.
next season.
Yeah, later.
Later.